Welcome to part 68 of Shelley the Killer, Ace Assassin.
Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more.
About my contract? Yes. About... All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for?
Well, you lied.
Your shoe number.
Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case.
My briefcase?
That is how things are usually done. What is he talking about? Usually done? Usually
Yes.
I have to drag everything out of the witness.
But what should we have him testify about now?
Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
He's a dickwad, the end. You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? The killer's funny.
Jurors like to go to court.
Yes.
As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is the tampering with the scene of the crime.
He's a perfect mix of serious and funny.
My client did it to frame another for the crime. Line. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene.
How can you even see the teleprompter?
Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that one Karida was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and the whatever that word says. Button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. This is the most unexpected turn of events for the, 5th time now?
Even the judge is acknowledging.
However,
You know,
this time,
Judge,
everything
you
has
are-
finally been revealed.
You know, Judge, you are aware there was a hidden camera in that room, right? He could have said it was anyone.
Objection! Just a second, Your Honor.
No. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
We still have the cross-examination to do.
But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. As if I have a choice here.
Ha 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 ha. Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case.
For once.
If you scrutinize the testimony, then...
Then I'll expose the lies of that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you and Mr. Edgeworth shouldn't be swapping sides? I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That makes two of us.
Actually, that makes me wonder, why is an Edgeworth doing the cross-examination now? It makes more sense.
Because we can't have that as Ace Attorney.
It's in apparently in
Hold it!
Japanese. Apparently in 2001 Japanese court, the defense attorneys are the only ones who cross-examine.
What is it?
Until trials and tribulations. I press him the wrong way, I might raise suspicions on his end.
Tell that to Jovah, knowing you'll probably press a new statement anyway.
But I have to do something to waste time, so... witness! About requesting a hit.
Question, where are we exactly?
358, 59, 4, 401.
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine.
Okay. ...
I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney.
Huh? I don't have Heartless chasing after me.
If you would like to talk business, we could do so after the trial.
No! I'm not thinking of...
Mr. Wright!
Yes?
Don't talk bitch, okay?
You want to kill me? You'll be dead, don't you?
What? No!
Guilty!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, you are hereby declared guilty!
The judge is going nuts.
Witness, let's continue.
No! I've already declared him guilty! Clear the fucking court! Clear the fucking court!
I get the feeling the judge is actually a very paranoid man.
Hold it! I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill.
If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job.
I guess.
I'd be a pretty shitty assassin.
Well, a change in occupation might be good for you.
Yes, I will be a lawyer.
Sure.
However, I will say this: I'll be a better lawyer than you will be. And even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
Sure, way to go, Pally. Discharge your responsibility on someone else.
That goes without saying, Mr. the Killer.
Don't encourage him, Edward.
Tia, we have to butter him up, otherwise...
To live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders.
Tia, we have to butter him up. If we push him the wrong way, something bad could happen.
Whether my clients this time thought they could run away from their guilt.
Hold it!
My client did it to frame another for the crime.
Are you talking about the button and the knife?
Yes, and my business card.
Oh, this card. Is this your card, sir?
Yes, so that no one has to waste their time, including the police.
Hey, Judge, look at that. Phoenix even has his business card.
I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible.
I loved that part of the law's turnabout.
You tried to make things easy? Oh boy, I can assassinate Phoenix Wright!
Wait, what?
Business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service.
I actually wonder
Pretty
if there
devoted
was
to his
something
work.
written on the other side of the card this time around.
Yeah. Phoenix Wright has caused me so many headaches I can't deal with it anymore. But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight! That is something I cannot overlook.
It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. I can't use any facial expressions or whatnot to point out a contradiction. Dang it!
I'm pretending to be the first person to discover
Hold it!
the scene. Fuck you.
So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing?
No, that would be monumentally stupid of them. That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
Oh, no! I already told you! I have no intentions of ever using your services!
I love how the killer is also trying to promote his services.
Yes.
Publicity.
He's a businessman as well. Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here?
Hired to kill us, hired to kill us services.
He likes the credit
Call
for what he does.
99555.
Hired to kill us services. My services are point blank.
Actually, guys, he has a website and homepage.
What?
No, I'm actually serious. He has a homepage.
That is correct. From before my clients visited the room.
I'd love this
anyone
guy
trying
to
to
open
read
a
the script
Twitter
here?
account.
All my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times.
I wonder if that's really true.
Of course it's true, Mr. Wright.
That's odd.
But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and the button.
Hold it! So why do you think your client did that?
Because he's a dickhead. Oh, sorry, she's a dickhead. What do you mean by why?
Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky.
How do you define real, Mr. Wright?
By this, of course. Why would someone who had requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway?
That is true. I assume it was probably done to Mr. On Guard.
If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it?
Because he knows nothing about me, of course. Sadly, that is not possible.
Oh. Huh?
I guess he has standards.
Yes, I'm not a dick. My job is to kill, that is all, and to leave my business card behind, naturally.
This may be one of the most polite assassins I've ever met.
The business card is also my client's, so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty. Would you like a cup of tea, Mr. Wright?
Huh, he really is a cousin of Layton's.
Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall.
Honestly, I wonder why your cousin can't be as polite as you.
Because he's not my cousin.
Wait, so he lied about that?
Actually, he might have gotten me confused with someone else.
And that's all you have to testify?
Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again. Or my walkie-talkie, anyway.
Again? As in you plan to continue? Hint,
Of course.
hint.
I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. I am the third version of the one.
Oh boy.
Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney?
Phoenix Wright, ace assassin. Excuse
He
me?
managed to stop Galactus, so he's trained in killing someone.
No,
I
I'm
guess.
fine, really. Look, maybe if I somehow lose my job in an utter BS manner, but otherwise I'm fine.
Are you really now?
Yeah, Your Honor, unless I lose my job, I have absolutely no interest in that. I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now.
A piece of shit.
All I can do now is expose the lies. Oh boy.
Yes, expose the mal.
That's your job, Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's true. However, you realize that we will be very bad for our clients, right?
I'm so confused.
Yeah,
But the one thing I know for sure is that I can't let this trial end yet.
Okay, can I just say something about my recent thoughts on Mia?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not really liking it.
What do you mean?
Her crypticness is the biggest part of it.
Oh yeah, that.
It's borderline annoying, and she's quite unhelpful.
Yeah, she's kind of a dick.
For a wise
Objection!
mentor, she's certainly not very good at it.
And this is why I like her so much better in Trials and Tribulations.
I mean, it would be fine if she just riddled Phoenix, but no, she's straight up like, I'm not going to tell you anything.
Of course, it's like it's one of those cases where I don't understand what you're saying, Mia. Of course you don't. I'm speaking in riddles. That's kind of the point, like a clue that will make you go, "Oh, so that's what
How
you
do you
meant."
know that?
So
Is
if she
that
did
like
that,
the
if she
attitude
did
that
that, I wouldn't have a
what's the
problem.
name? The fairy godmother of Wizard of Oz had or something.
Yeah.
Anywho, basically, from this wine glass, Your Honor.
But we said before it was like tomato juice or something. Now we're saying it's wine.
Tio, it's a wine glass that had tomato juice in it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What? Are you telling me that in Italy you guys don't have wine glasses?
No, but wine glasses
So we
are
don't
way
put
different
tomato
than
juice
that
out of
one.
wine glasses.
That is clearly a cocktail glass.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
That's weird. Over here we have several different types of wine glasses. That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would have never have left their fingerprints behind. Which means...
I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the exact same thought just now.
Sure you did.
Witness! How do you explain this strange phenomenon?
Gremlin.
Isn't it a waste of time to ask such about a minor detail?
Guys, I fell behind. I'm at 15 minutes.
Okay, we'll count you in.
It's not a very important point anyway, correct?
Tequila, welcome to the courtroom.
Yeah, welcome to my middle finger, Mr. Wright.
Good thing I can't see it.
Good, I need to test these new pair of scissors.
I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Kurita's death. And get ready, Shiroi, in 3, 2, 1, click.
Okay.
If not...
Also, phone in the courtroom?
Then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. ...
How strange.
Usually I'm better at my
Yes?
job.
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Eh? Oh.
Yes, you!
Me!
Phoenix,
Yeah, he's not buying into that.
if Tequila figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble.
Yes, say it aloud, Miss Mia.
Yeah, I know. If it's any consolation, Mia's a heck of a lot better in trials and tribulations. Objection! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence!
Mr. Wright, your acting is terrible.
Sorry.
It's like you're reading the lines off your hand. That sounded like an awfully weak objection to me.
1 out of 10.
Anyway, I am positive that there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken.
Your request or the request for my services? Very well.
Right now. I have to buy us more time. So yeah, going back to the whole Mia thing, yeah, she is very much a dick as a ghost. Which is why I love what they finally do with her in Trials and Tribulations, even as a ghost too. But that's related to the coup de grace, which is that commentary of ours. I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items.
And also, my biggest problem in this case, your sister's in danger, you bitch.
I know.
Yeah.
This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony.
I mean, Maya always shows so much affection for her older sister, and then Mia just showed none at all.
We met at a certain bar to discuss the
My guess is that since she's dead already, she wants her sister to be dead as soon as possible.
So she can join her.
Yeah.
I'm lonely.
Come play with me, Maya. Forever and ever and ever.
You know, that would be so interesting if that actually were part of Mia's character. It's kind of insane being dead.
Trust, in my opinion.
I mean, for all we know, she enjoys the afterlife so much she wants the others to be with her now.
See. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Oh,
This
right,
is for all
cross-examination.
This is for all remake, written and directed by Stanley Kubrick.
From the grave. Hold it!
There will be never any verdicts. Every verdict ends up in an ambiguous and open to interpretation.
Well, that would get annoying.
1 week ago, are you sure?
Yes, I am quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations.
Huh, you really thought this through.
Yes, I did. And I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind.
Wait, what? Please, stop! Okay, look, I promise if I lose my job, I'll be the 4th successor. That fine with you?
In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind.
What have I agreed to? A specific date and time?
Yes, and Mr. Wright, if you don't accept, the rules say you must die.
Alright, fine. If I lose my job, I'll be the 4th successor, but that'll never happen. So, did you ask why on that specific night?
No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for why, I only had my suspicions.
Your suspicions, huh?
Yes, my suspicions.
behavior is most suspicious.
So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night?
I'm sure it was all for the bear.
The bear?
Yeah.
Yes, the bear. My client spoke of it.
I don't think you understand.
He was actually Charlton Heston's son.
I'm accustomed to getting what I want.
You know, Jovah, you could have at least tried
Hold on.
the original movie instead of ripping off that guy with the glasses.
It's hard to find that clip for some reason.
I'd like you to retrieve that item for me. Sorry.
I would like you to retrieve that item for me.
He must be talking about the bear puzzle.
Bear.
Yeah, what he said. Inside that figurine was a suicide note.
No. Those are your glasses, Mr. Edgeworth.
Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Edgeworth, have you checked your office lately?
No, why?
Did you notice that strange box of teddy bears in your office?
Oh, that pair! Yes, I had them shipped back. Why?
Anyway, and if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where the bear figurine was. Oh, that's alright. I sent it to Stoke anyway. A certain Dwibs will get a nice explosive surprise.
I see.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
Very important. It's made something clear, and that is...
You're a dick.
The client knew the secret of the bear figurine.
Big revelation. ...
Huh? Why is everyone so quiet?
We figured that out already. Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that. You dumbass.
Oh, really?
Well, Your Honor, consider this karma for that thing in Rise of the Ashes where you asked me to prove something that everybody already knows.
Yeah, but that's not to Apollo Justice.
No.
Yeah?
Rise of the Ashes, remember where we had to prove that it would only the marshal could open his locker, even though everybody already in the courtroom knew, and yet we could still get a penalty for it.
Of course I did.
What was that? What was with the brief pause? I think I'll... it's probably just my imagination.
No, it's not, Phoenix. It's my brain screaming in anger.
I need to find something more definitive to catch this guy on first.
Ace Attorney Trilogy, Definitive Edition.
Can we believe that your testimony up to this point has been reliable?
That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have...
Hold it! So your client was Adrian Andrews.
That is correct.
Well, he says the two of them met. But if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony.
Let me guess.
There doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around.
You have to draw more information from him, but you can't draw his suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere.
Out there.
I believe she said this line in a few different ways throughout this entire court case.
Yeah.
Talk about a delicate balance.
She's so cryptic.
Pedro, snap out of it.
What?
Teach me about the
Duarte,
song.
Hold it!
Mr. Duarte, I have a special bullet for perverts.
I'll be in my bunk.
Of course I did.
What was that? What was with the brief pause? Witness! I would like for you to give us a few more details.
He was 6'5". I'm sorry, I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail. But the internet is fine.
And why is that?
Check out my website.
Yes, check out my website, thekiller.net. That's because I value the trust between the client and myself above all else.
Do you accept payments by PayPal?
No. The only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Maybe he started a Patreon.
Fund my bullet
If
count.
I reach this quota, I will do less assassinations.
I will retire if you
It
give me
has
$1
like
billion.
a requested hit list from a few hundred people, and it's like, okay, this amount will get you to kill this person. And
Well, you at least accept credit cards, right?
Why he meets his client is not important.
Only
That wasn't
cash,
the
check,
point.
and Bitcoin.
Witness!
What?
Witness,
Why not?
please stop sidestepping my questions.
Do you accept Nintendo coins?
What do you mean by that? No.
Well, Shiroi, because if there's a Shin Megami
My
Tensei
question was-
game where Charon, the ferryman of hell, accepts them for basically resurrects you.
Did
so
you
I
really
guess
meet
it's fine.
Adrian Andrews in person?
I've already told you, Mr. Wright. I did. He was a fine fellow. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. Of course, I know where this is going. That's when I thought.
I actually wonder if at first glance someone dismissed that as a typo.
But Mr. The Killer, if you don't accept any of those things, how am I supposed to hire you to kill Michael Bay?
Unfortunately, my resume only extends to people who have actually harmed another. Saying you made bad movies is a bit of a stretch, Mr. Duarte. In fact,
He harms
says the guy
any fan.
no, I meant harm person.
If
I meant
I
harm
heard
an individual.
if I heard
Killing
what I
someone
think
just
is
because they made a
right,
bad movie is kind of overstepping the mark.
Fine. Because of all the explosions, his films make people's eyes bleed. Is
Aha!
that good enough for you?
I think I got it. Ahem! Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now is of utter importance, aside from the whole PayPal
Really?
stuff. If that's the case...
He misgendered his client, sir.
Although I do
Witness,
accept Amazon
please-
gift cards.
Witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
And I'm a better assassin than the guy from The Man with the Golden Gun. Very well. Yes, I am better than Christopher fucking Lee. Beat that.
Hold it! Awesome, but as we now know, that was not how it turned out, correct?
me no what
Me, no.
yeah, I guess.
What do you mean?
Adrian Andrews turned out to be a client who couldn't stick to the rules, right?
Yes, she didn't play by the rules, therefore I gave her a little smack.
Ancient Andrews.
Well, yes.
She learned to screw the rules from Kaiba.
I suppose you are correct.
So
Why do I
I would
sound
like
so
to
similar
check
to the
one
killer?
last time. Are you sure your testimony is accurate?
As accurate as my brain.
Oh, really?
As it occurred, I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes. From the moment I thought, I thought I could trust the person as a client.
Okay. Your memory is as good as your brains.
Yes. Well, his brains must be pretty screwed up then, eh?
Objection! I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time.
Line. Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come on. How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct.
You just shot in midair, you know. Anywho,
I know,
I'm sorry,
I'm angry.
but that is an impossible tale.
I know, I'm angry. Say that again, and I'll make sure the bullet goes in your friend's head. What?
Shelly the Killer! You have never met the real Adrian Andrews!
Line. Come on. Why would you say that?
You ask why, but I have the
We'll tell
reason here. Because you made one very big slip-up. About her.
So what is the issue?
Yeah, sudden realization.
Yeah, unless he got a sex change in between all that.
What did you say just now
Yep.
about
Yep, Adrian Andrews is a woman. Although,
You
to
would
be
ever...
fair, I said she was male at the beginning, too.
If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman.
One look at what?
At her!
And the walkie-talkie is broken now.
Order!
can't
Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
You know, Judge!
The judge is so cool.
This witness testified to the following.
Your Honor, get to the
always
closest
beats-
clue shop.
That he always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their request.
Your Honor, please visit the clue shop that Jovah started back a few weeks ago.
But he just
Yep.
never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Come right down and buy your clues. We accept dollars and euros. Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. And pounds as well.
Fantastic.
That means Mr. Tequila's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews.
Whoa, gross.
Behold, the walkie-talkie that can sweat. This is the future.
Oil. Is that oil?
Is that battery oil?
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
Thank goodness the judge. Actually, for once the judge being clueless is a good thing. If he figured it out right here and right now, we'd quite possibly get our client found guilty too soon.
Her name?
Name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name.
Androgynous name.
Androgynous.
Yes.
It's a Greek. It's from a Greek word.
Exactly. Unluckily for Mr. Tequila,
He never studied names, I guess.
the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender,
Oh boy.
and so he
Well-
simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
No, okay. I was about to say something, but then I remember another thing, so no. Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
What is going on?
It's okay, Judge. We'll get you a Starbucks after this.
No, not a Starbucks, no.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
sure, sorry. Sorry to say to you, but I tried
No,
Starbucks
let's
and
call
their
it a
coffee
explanation.
tastes like shit.
I am talking to myself.
Did it cost her?
Don't worry, George. Your cousin, Professor Layton, will go buy you a cup of tea.
I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another.
Sure you did.
Sure you did.
I love how the judge is talking to the killer. I was like, I'm talking to myself here.
So, does that mean you remember something different from now?
Yes, I remember a bullet going out your sister's head.
It
Yes,
went
of
through
course.
her shoulder. Honestly, are you that dumb?
Please, if you would allow me to testify once more.
The idea is that Debbie could very well have had the real Adrian Andrews as a client.
I know he's just going to go on with this.
They're as bad as each other.
Very well, but this time, please give us the truth, and nothing but the truth.
So both Adrian Andrews and Tequila put on the facade of being superior to others, yet really,
Yes,
when you
but-
get down to it, they're kind of a bit incompetent.
Yes, the truth. It's part of your fucking oath, after all.
See you in the next part, everybody.